I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my August empties, where I will take you through all of the items that I used during the month and give you my thoughts on each one. So let's talk some trash, shall we? So a lot of the empties that I have this month are repeats from previous months, so I won't have like too many thoughts to share on them since I have talked about them at length in other videos. If you would like to check out any of my previous empties, I'll link the playlist up above and you can do that at your leisure. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with body care because that's kind of what was on the top. So I did finish 2 more of these Flamingo razor refills. They come in this cardboard packaging, which is nice because it's easier to recycle. And then in the packaging, you just get like the razor head. So it will not focus. So yes, I finished 2 of them and another box is done. You can buy these at Target or get them sent to you through like a subscription, but I find Target is a little bit easier. So there you go. They're fine. Next up, I did finish some body wash. This is the Dove Sensitive Skin body wash. It doesn't really have a scent. It just looks like this. It comes in this giant pump bottle. It lasts a very long time. It is very cost efficient. I like the smell of the Sensitive Skin one quite a lot. It's just very low-key, really. There's not any extra scent added to it, and it leaves my skin not moisturized, but it doesn't feel like it's stripped. I do still put lotion on in the morning every time I shower, but yeah, this is fine. I like that it's pretty inexpensive. You get it in this big tub. My only complaint is that when it gets low, it is very hard to get out of the container, so I did have to like unscrew it and like bang it into my hand to get it out. But I've purchased this several times and I will probably continue to do so. The last body care item that I have is a hand cream. It is this Vaseline Clinical Care Dry Hands Rescue. As you can see, I did cut it open to get it all out. I really like this. I've actually repurchased it. I feel like it moisturizes my hands without leaving them greasy. I do put it on at night, so, you know, I let it do what it needs to do overnight. I wouldn't say it completely cures it because I am quite dry like around my cuticles and stuff. This doesn't like get rid of all of that, but as far as my hands, I get very dry on the backs of my hands, particularly in the winter, and this did a very nice job of kind of keeping that at bay, and it's not very expensive. You can get it at your local drugstore, so I enjoy it, and as I said, I've already repurchased. All right, we're gonna switch gears to hair care now. I do have 2 hair care items. I don't go through hair care as quickly as the rest of them, but I did use this travel size of the Pantene Miracle Moisture Boost Sulfate-Free Shampoo with rose water. Ooh, it is having a hard time focusing. There we go. It just looks like this. This is nothing special. I bought this because I was flying down to Mexico. It has a nice scent. It smells like rose, so if that's not your thing, avoid, because it smells straight up like the flower. I don't know that this is the best for my hair. I do prefer a sulfate-free shampoo. This one lathers up a lot, which makes me think that there is something else in here that isn't normally in sulfate-free shampoos, but yeah, it was fine to travel with. It took a very long time actually to use this whole bottle up. It was August. I bought this back in June, so you know, I was using it regularly after my trip, and it took 2 months to use. So, you know, you get your money's worth. It was like $3 or something like that, but I don't know that I would repurchase this one. I don't know that it was the best for my hair. The other item that I used up is this Garnier Fructis Curl Renew Reactivating Milk Spray. It looks like this. It is a spray bottle that you put on like second day hair to kind of get your waves or curls back together. I guess it worked. Was it any better than anything else I've used? No, but I do like that you could get this at the drugstore, so there's that. The price wasn't terrible. It lasted a pretty long time, but I did find that because I put gel in my hair, this could sometimes leave my hair feeling like a bit crunchy, which I didn't love. So I don't know that I would repurchase this. I have something else in my cabinet right now that I've replaced it with, but you know, your mileage may vary. Moving on to supplements, that kind of thing. I went through another thing of my allergy meds. These are the Up and Up Allergy Relief Soft Gels. They are the Target brand of Zyrtec, and I've talked about these a ton. You know that I go through these pretty much every month. I've repurchased several times. They work for me. The last thing I have in terms of supplements is another one that I've talked about. So it is this EU Natural Harmony Demon Nose. It's to help take care of like UTIs, keep them at bay. I've talked about it as a teacher. You can't go to the bathroom as often as you would like to, and these work pretty well. At least I've not had a UTI since I've started taking them. So that's about the only endorsement I can give them. The last category I have is skincare, and I have some like sample things, sample type items. So I picked up this Wishful Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer. It came in something that looked like this. You pulled this lid up. This lasted a super long time. You didn't need a whole ton of it because it's pretty thick jelly. You know, it's got a very thick consistency. The one thing about this, and I think in terms of everything that comes from Wishful, is the scent is so strong. So I would not repurchase it solely because the scent was just overpowering, but I do think it helped moisturize my skin. Is it as good as other things I've used? No, but it was nice to try it out. You got a really nice amount of it, but I would not recommend this if you are at all sensitive to scents, because whoa, y'all, this one was strong. I also used up this little sample of the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. A lot of people really love this. I do not. I feel like this leaves my skin very, very oily. It's a silicone texture, so it makes your skin look nice and smooth, but it does not do good things for my skin. I feel like it does not sit well underneath my makeup, and it just made me really oily. So I would not repurchase this. I think I have another one of these like in my cabinet, and I'll use it for like the weekend when I'm not planning on putting makeup on top, but this did not work for me. I would not recommend it. The next little sample pack that I had was this Herbivore Aquarius Pore Purifying Clarity Cream. That's a mouthful. It's basically a moisturizer. I actually really, really liked this. However, my guess is it's expensive, Herbivore. And I don't know about the pore purifying thing. I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I did get 3 or 4 uses out of this, and I did enjoy it. Would I purchase a full size? Probably not. I don't know what the price is. You've just seen it on the screen, whatever it is, but I did enjoy it, but I probably would not repurchase. And the last little sample type thing I have is this Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. I purchased, oh my goodness, why is this having such a hard time focusing, y'all? There we go. I purchased a full size of this. This is my go-to moisturizer when my skin is just dry. And for some reason, the last month and a half, my skin has been exceptionally dry, and I'm oily. So that's not normal for me. I get like this every once in a while, but particularly around my nose, my cheeks, they were so dry. So I went ahead, spent the money to buy a full size of the Protini because it is kind of my go-to to get my skin back on track. And they also were offering this as like a, either a points thing. I don't think it was a point thing. I think you got it as like a deal, like a beauty offer. So I went ahead and picked that up too. So I really like this. I'm going to keep this little container because it's a really nice size for travel. I will show you. So I like to keep these little containers around because I can decant other things into them. But the moisturizer's gone. I love it. It's so expensive. So I wouldn't recommend it just because of the price, but it truly does work for me. So, you know, there you go. The next thing that I used is this First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance pads. They're like an exfoliating pad. It comes like this. You opened it up, the pads were in here. I would not repurchase this because I don't like single-use pads. I think that's very wasteful. This came in like a set of stuff that I had. It came with the with their moisturizer, their face wash, and possibly something else, and I picked that little kit up to have at school when I was wearing masks full-time like a couple years ago, because my skin does not like masks. I break out very easily from them because I get really hot. So I picked up this little set to keep at school in case I needed to like wash my face and things like that. I didn't use this at school, but this came with it. I did finally use it up. It's fine. Would I repurchase? No, and I don't think that they did anything for my skin, really. So, you know, it's kind of like wasteful and didn't work. So I would not recommend. My next empty is this Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. It looks like this. I like this one. It is less expensive than my favorite one, which is the pharmacy one, and it works fine. This does not have like the benefits in terms of like the ingredients I think that the pharmacy one has, but this is perfectly serviceable. It removes your makeup. I like it. It lasts a pretty long time, and I would recommend and I would repurchase. And my last empty for the month of August is another pack of these Acne Pimple Master Patches from CosRX. You know I love these. There's not really much else to say. I have another one in my cabinet right now, and I will continue to repurchase. So there you have it. Those are all of my empties for the month of August. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.